The Painful Excellence Podcast.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Bronx on deck. Bronx on deck. Bronx on deck. Oh man, we're gonna get at this. Uh Shout out to the mighty LDBC, that's Painful Excellence Podcast. Come on in, smash the like button, like and share the video. And I talked about, a certain aspect of the case, Cassie and Diddy. I talked about it a little bit. I didn't drill it because Cassie was getting drilled. But what I do love is the truth has a weird way of showing itself, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And time reveals all truth. And a lie is nothing but a long way to the truth. And here we are. And I just want to know how is the world going to explain this? And what we're going to do is we're going to bring everyone back to normal. Because we're now going to get to focus on what's happening for real. So let's do this roll call real quick. Amanaz in the building. Salute my queen. Go subscribe to my queen, Amanaz. Mr. Shelton, my brother. Go subscribe to him if you love comedy. Yeah, I mean, rolling with those shorts, man. Shelton, start a TikTok too. I meant to tell you that. Start a TikTok. Upload everything you have on YouTube over there. Everything. Straight to TikTok. Chilltown Majors. What's going on? Macados, Mac of the South, my brother. Joe, what up, brother? Rod Neal in the building. Shogun. Derek Gaines, the legend. Bob Jones, what's going on? Hey, Hardy, Houston in the building. Yes, man. Go subscribe to our queen over there. She be making things happen. Hell yeah. Hey, Hardy, do you know how to cook? What is your main dish? I make this and can't nobody F with me. Because I swear to God, hey, Hardy, you look like every woman in my family that took care of us growing up. You know what I mean? And one thing I do know, all my aunts, grandma, they took that kitchen to a next level. And they didn't want the kids in there. Like, boy, if you don't get out, you just smelling the food like, man, is it done yet? So I'm just curious. What is your best dish? I don't have one. But I know a lot of my queens, they have great dishes. And they're like, man, that's really good. The blue collar guy, salute my brother. What up, brother? Yes, sir. Angel Diaz in the building. Fried fish and chicken. You cannot go wrong with that. I ain't been to a fish fry in forever. Y'all know I don't eat meat. But I'm not hating. Because it be smelling good. Somebody was frying some chicken. 4th of July. Stepmom brought some fried chicken. And it smelled, almost had a moment. But I held it together. I ain't hating on y'all. For real. Yeah. Yeah, Angel. Yeah. Vegan food is awesome. Prepared properly. Yes, ma'am. So let's get into it, man. Distracted by black villains. Now, I know the General 78 been talking about this since Diddy went to trial, and they done sent the Army, the Navy, the Navy SEALs. You know what I'm saying? They tried to contact Trill Will and say, yo, man, you want to come out of retirement? And he said, "What y'all got?" And they was like, "Yo, we need you to raid Sean Diddy Combs." And he said, "No, sir." Tried to get Trill Will come out of retirement. Phenomenal Mexican. Salute, brother. Yeah, Angel, y'all fry everything. Yeah, so they done sent, you know what I mean, everybody to Diddy house. They sent the tank to his house. Didn't y'all? Wasn't that serious when you saw the tank pull up to the front of his mansion? Y'all remember what the internet looked like after that? Oh my God, what he got in there? You remember Snoop? What up, Snoop? You remember what all the knuckle draggers was saying? When y'all went to work, what was it like when the conversation of Diddy came up at the water cooler? What was that like? Yo, he's done. He's getting locked up. It's over. Bionic Prince, salute. He's finished. You saw that? And then here come the rumors. I heard he had underage chicks in there. I heard he put a chemical in the baby oil and it put everyone in a hypnotic trance. And I heard he's sleeping with men. And I'm just listening. You see, we've been so conditioned. And again, the general spoke on this, and every time he spoke on it, I agree with it 1,000%. Before social media, I'm going back maybe before some of y'all were born, or maybe y'all were babies in the 80s or whatever have you. Before there was somewhat of a code, black people understood. We understood the media machine. Public Enemy had a song about it. And it's a term now. Everyone uses it, but it came from Public Enemy. I know what that phrase is. Don't believe the hype. That was a whole song. Do y'all know what that meant? Don't believe what the media says all the time. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. People are going to talk. Now, back then, we always knew, hey, man, they lie on us. They have, I'm talking about us. I'm talking about black people. They lie on us and they talk all this crazy stuff. But, I mean, we're in a world where, whatever we choose to do, whether it be in the realm of politics or, law enforcement or anything, we have to be 10 times better than anybody else. 10 times better. And that's just how it is. That's normalized. We don't like it. It's an unspoken rule, but we exist in it. And we've been just conditioned and wired to move and shake in the world, knowing how the world treats us. We've just been conditioned to do that crap. And before, we used to understand that and pretty much hold the line for each other. Even if we didn't agree, we held the line for each other. We'll say, all right, look, I don't get along with him, and he may be a Democrat and I'm a Republican, or he may be an independent, but you know what? What you're accusing him of, he didn't do that. We used to hold the line for each other. 88, what up? Now, about 3 decades later, this new era of Negro, you guys have been so conditioned, you're doing the devil's work for free or for a little bit of chump change. I saw what was going on social media. Dudes doing TikTok videos. Oh man, this just in. They just raided Diddy's house. I heard something's in that oil. Oh my God, I heard there was children in there. And they said everything allegedly that Diddy was doing. And I'm like, that's funny. What happened to the Epstein list? What happened to it? I'm looking around like, well, we not talking we ain't talking about that no more. Now look, sometimes I'll miss something, but in the midst of this Diddy thing, I would ask every now and again, yo, what happened with Epstein? Oh, he died. He died under like the most suspect circumstance I've ever seen. They said suicide, and the eyes that were supposed to be on him, that was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen. What happened again? Wait, 2 guards went on break at the same time? That's not supposed to happen. And for what he was getting charged with, he wasn't supposed to have no sheets in his, because he hung himself, right? None of that was supposed to be, there wasn't supposed to be anything in his damn cell where he can hurt himself. No belts, no pens, no pencils, nothing metal, no plastic forks, nothing. In fact, when he ate, he had to be watched. How the hell those guards leave? Waffle salute. How the hell those guards leave? He deletes himself. Were they reprimanded? Who are these guards? It was, Tay, how you doing? It was just too ridiculous. I'm like, what is this? Y'all don't think this is shady? This is wild work. This is something out of a movie. But I wasn't like, oh man, he killed himself. He should. No, this dude was guilty, man. And then when you find out exactly what was going on with the underage girls and all this other stuff, I'm like, oh man, because I knew he was well connected. And then you hear something about a list. And I'm like, whoa, okay. So now he dead, but the list is still out there. You see dudes like that, when they deal with powerful people, this is like a movie. They cross their T's and dot their I's, and they say, you know what? This may go wrong for me. But in the event, I'm sinking with the Titanic, I'm taking everybody with me. So everybody that was on and off that island, they were accounted for. Whether they participated in that freak stuff, we don't know. But who was on that list? Because somebody saw something. And we knew there was a list, and we never saw it. That was the campaign. That was one of the major things Trump led his campaign with, because a second ago, Epstein was rubbing elbows with who? The Clintons. Y'all remember that? Epstein was a Democrat, and the Clintons, and Bill was a frequent at the island, and Hillary got kids chained to a radiator in the basement of a pizza shop. Remember all of that? Some dude legit ran over to that pizza shop, Young Hollywood salute, with a gun. I mean, it was out of control. But things like that, for some reason, they got him into the White House. They got him into the White House. And I said, look, I don't know what's going on with that, but, we do trust the FBI, right? They locked this dude up. He deletes himself, but there's still a list. So everyone's like, yo, let's see the list. Remember Donald Trump said, yeah, I got the list. I'm going to release the list. All right, so you told us who shot JFK and all this other stuff, and you releasing all this information. I was like, all right, where's the Epstein list? Crickets. And then sometime later, Diddy. The video comes out of him whooping Cassie ass. Now, look, I don't stand for that. That's ridiculous. But you know what I said? The way the media put it out, I said, when did this happen? They made it sound like it happened like that week, the night before. Come to find out that by the time we saw it, it was an old video. It was basically old. And then I said, okay, what I say with normal domestic violence situations. All right, he's clearly abusive. Why didn't she leave? And then I started to do my homework on Cassie. And it took me 2 minutes to find out that she ain't ish. She's a bed wench. All right, she's not even a bed wench. She got to be a wife to be. No. She is a bed wench because she's a wife and she was still sleeping with Diddy. She's a smut. And then you found out that she really is a smut. You was getting urinated on, young lady? I don't even think she wanted everything from this case to come out. Because you know why? She might hate Diddy 1 minute, but then it's like, whoa. If these people are taking a stand, they're going to have to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, because they're swearing on their Bible, right? Oh, boy. Now they're going to... Then we found out. We knew she was on some freak stuff, but see, all of that stuff was alleged. Oh, man, when you reach that level, it's not just sex, it's rituals. And well, man, we found out. Multiple partners. Diddy's flying men in to smash her. He's recording it. It's a bunch of baby oil, and she's getting skeeted on, and he's rubbing it on himself, and she was there for a decade. The video we saw was from 2015. We didn't see it till 2025, you're telling me? Oh, I'm sorry, 2024? The video's 9 years old, and why is it coming up now? Now, let's see. We're trying to find out what's going on with the list through our president. We're just saying, hey, man, what's up with this list? And then the Diddy situation popped up, and that dominated the news. Well, guess what? Diddy, what they wanted to do with him, they wanted him under the prison, 50 years, and people were going to start popping up and doing podcasts and interviews and everything else. And, oh, he was a creep, and we're going to deal with 5 years of that nonsense. Well, that failed because I'm listening to the case. And I didn't say much. I'm listening to the case. I'm like, okay, he's a freaky ass ninja. All right. I don't care. Believe it or not, Diddy is on par to what everything that's going on in Hollywood and in the music industry on a high level. I knew about that. But when people speculated it, now they know because it's on public record. Because there's video and Cassie confirmed it, and the people that were involved, they all confirmed it. Now Cassie's getting sued by one of the dudes that was smashing her for at least 5 years or whatever have you. Now her dirty laundry's out there. Now she got to be in court in front of her new husband talking about basically, oh, I was smashing in orgies, and she tried to make it sound like she was a victim. No, you were there willingly. Willingly. All we learned was that Diddy's a freaky ass ninja who likes sex. And that's it. He likes sex and baby oil. And of course, they partake in drugs or whatever have you, but that's them. I'm like, what law did he break? They tried to hit him for human trafficking and all kinds of stupid stuff. And I was quiet about it. But I said, none of that stuff shouldn't stick. If it sticks, it's bullshit. That's right, Mrs. Shelton. She organized a lot of that freak off. She wasn't some sitting down with her arms folded and lip poked out, can't talk unless she's spoken to. That wasn't it. She went over there specifically for that. In fact, she left a relationship to pursue a relationship with Diddy. And she was living it up. She organized those freak offs. Punisher and this other brother. Punisher was in his feelings over her. Yes, sir. So, what are we talking about? And I'm listening, salute, Queen, and I'm listening to it, and I said, wait a minute. All these men that were involved, they're victims too. And the ones that the freak offs that she organized, she can be sued just like Diddy's sued. What are we talking about here? And that's why I stand with homie. I can't think of his name right now. That's why I stand with homie. He's suing her. She's just as guilty. Now you in the courtroom talking about how you got got your innards beat in, and it got so graphic, your husband had to leave the damn courtroom. And then you got these stupid ass women. I know that's true love, because he's standing in the pocket for his wife. Look, all of you women that said that and rock with that, all of you are smuts. Every last one of you. Every last one of you. Get the digging. Every last one of you gets the digging. The inside of your Hey Nanu Nanu looks like a collapsed building. It looks like the first World Trade bombing before the planes hit it. Remember the first one in the 90s? That's how your vajayjay looks. Yes. Between your legs look like a junkyard. You got cookies and cakes growing all up in there. Of course, you want a man like Alex Fine. You want to divest, number one, because you think white men are better. I'm not hating on you. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead and explore. You listen, you can do whatever it is you want to do. But they ain't no better. If a man's wired a certain way to do what he wants to do, he's going to do it. Now, y'all think Alex Fine is just there and he's cool with it? Oh, we'll get through this, honey. I promise you it's not. I promise you he's not. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. And when he hit her dumb ass up for spousal support, because you know she got 20 M's. And when he's in court talking about I want custody of my baby and I need spousal support because she's the breadwinner, because I don't feel safe with her. If she said, Judge, don't let this dude out. Charles Toon said, my wife was talking that crazy ish too. Bro, well, not mine, but I heard some weird stuff from women that I least expected it. And I just don't engage. You have to qualify to have a real life. I treat life like boxing. You have to qualify to have a real conversation with me. And if you're Team Cassie, then you're fatherless. And your mom ran the house with an iron clitoris. And your relationship ain't real. You can't be Team Cassie, not under these circumstances. Now the dust is settled, and all I've learned was that she was a willing participant in the Diddy freak-offs. What Diddy was doing was normal for him, and she was a participant. When their relationship died down, he went on with this other chick, and he left her ass alone. Gave her $20 million just to say, yo, man, keep this to yourself. And she didn't. Now, I don't know if the FBI gets involved to the point where that agreement they had becomes null and void. I'm not, educated on how that worked, but homie that's suing her said, nah, you should have took your 20 million and sat down. So I don't know. Maybe she could have sat down, because if she thought she was being vindictive and getting the last one up on some woman scorn shit, I'm gonna take the stand. What she didn't factor in, and when you're angry, you can't think straight. What she didn't factor in was that she was gonna have to spill the beans on everything in reference to her relationship. Yeah, that's right. You gotta talk about the freak-offs and know you was not a victim. Jeff Sparks, salute. She wasn't on there talking about, oh, I got peed on and he made me do it. Yeah, but Cassie, you stuck around him for 10 years? At no point did you, matter of fact, when he went upside your head, we have it on video, you stayed. Were there freak-offs after that? Yes. In fact, let's play this thing. And they played in the courtroom. She was threatening somebody. I don't know who she was talking to. But she said she'll send some people to go see homie and do him dirty. That don't sound like a victim to me. So that's what we learned. Smoke and Talk podcast in the building. Go subscribe to my fam. Real Baltimore in the building. Salute. That's what we learned. I don't know what. Listen, a lot of y'all are dating or married to women right now. Y'all wasn't her first. If you was, congratulations. A lot of y'all are not her first. I'm gonna tell y'all men something. Do you really want to know about her past? Swear to God, if she's doing right by you, it's like, you know what? I'll leave that shit alone. Because you might hear something that you might not want to deal with. You're like, wait, what? You might find out that she was doing everything in that bedroom that you had to wait for. Imagine marrying a chick, right? Well, imagine getting with a chick and the only thing she don't give you is head. You're like, all right, well, you know, well, I'm gonna marry you before I do that. So now you get married, like, you know, 2 years down the road, you get married. And then just by accident, you find out some people, my brother Corey, new fat boy in the building, salute family. And you find out that in college, I mean, she was turning knobs, man. I mean, she was spinning top like a dreidel. Forget Diddy, she was Puff Dreidel. Like a Jewish rapper, Puff Dreidel. You're like, wait a minute, you was having top contests? Yeah, but you know, I'm a born again Christian and I don't do anything. And you know, the next time I gave this away, I wanted to be for my husband. It's like, what? You're banging your head on the wall. Like, wait a minute. So really think about this. She meets this dude, Alex Fine, and was still dealing with Diddy. And these smuts get all over social media and say, I hope I find a love like Alex, right? No. You want a punching bag. You see that? Every chick that made a video supporting that, avoid them like a plague. They're hoping to find love like that. Nah, they're looking for doormats and heavy bags. May Alex Wright wake up, take great care of that child, and if you so choose to, the first sign of disrespect moving forward, if it grants you leaving her, do so. Heard what I said? Different from when the chick says, oh no, leave him, take his money, when it's nothing. No. The first sign of an issue that you find disrespectful, because it's already proven that she's been disrespectful. If you feel your safety is at risk, whether it be a, hey man, we at this restaurant and dude across the street wearing a Diddy shirt with shades on. Ignore him, honey. Well, nah, well, shit, what, is that a guy you was in the bed with? A few years ago, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. This dude has to have a head on a swivel. You know why he has to have his head on the swivel? You want to know why? Because according to her, in agreement with the court, Diddy's dangerous. Please, I know he beat the case, but don't allow him to get bail. Leave him locked up. You see that? So now his head got to be on a swivel because Diddy's connected, right? If a problem if it shows its ugly face again, Alex, get your worth. Know your worth. Get custody, and she got 20 of them M's. I think you entitled to at least 10 of them. You didn't do this. You made her an honest woman. You married her. You're making a family. Come to find out, she wasn't honoring the marriage. She was while you was on the phone, man, banging Diddy. And you know shit, Mark, what up? You know she had a freak off while she was with this dude. Her life wasn't in danger. She didn't say, oh, leave him in prison because his life is in danger. You know what? Leave him in prison because if I get around him, these drawers gonna get wet. And she gonna cheat again. That's what that is. She can't control herself. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the type. All of y'all know the type. Babe, you hate your baby daddy. You 5 kids up. 5. Well, you know, when you love someone, no, you don't love someone. You don't love him. He done put hands on you, done kicked you down the flight of steps. Y'all done stabbed each other up, but you know what? When he penetrates you, he knocks your entire pelvis and spine out of alignment, and you love it. And no matter what man you deal with after him, he's not going to compare to this dude that just hit that spot for you. You like dysfunction, and you like sexual gratification. You insist on it. Salute, Angel. Absolutely. I seen them all. I just saw a clip on YouTube today. This chick with the Rocky Balboa mouth. She was like, yo, I just like a street nigga. I like a nigga to match my energy. I need it. And dude was like, well, elaborate on that. Like if he called me and I'd be like, yo, I'm outside. He gotta be like, bitch, what? No, you not. What? And she on there looking like a bag of fried rice. Eyelashes the size of a goddamn rake. A wig is all lopsided. And her mouth was twisted like she had a fucking stroke. And you like street dudes? Fellas, take your penis off the table. If you're single, well, of course, if you're married, but if you're single, take it, remove sex from the equation, and then ask her, how did she add to your team? And see what she says. If she gets offended by that, next. Gnarly Ray, salute. You got your house, you got your car, you got your well-paying job, your credits in order. Okay, so I got my life, I got my peace right here, and you want to share that with me. Okay, how can I trust you to be my peace? Well, I could cook. I could cook myself. I appreciate that. I could clean myself. I appreciate that. Bill D, what up? What else you got for me? Well, I could have sex. Well, I'm waiting until I get married to have sex. Right now, I'm seeing what you're about. Then watch what they do. Watch what they say. Watch how they behave. When 50 Cent said, I'm celibate, he took his penis off the table. So when he meets these women, because he's 50 Cent, over the last 20, 25 years, he's more than likely had the baddest chicks in the world. Been there, done that. So now he's protecting his peace and he's protecting his assets, his wealth. So once he removed penis off the table, what could these chicks offer him? Hulk, what up? What could these chicks offer him? You know what the answer is? From 99.999% of them, nothing. They can't offer him anything. They can't offer him financial advice. They can't offer him a drive to the damn store. Salute, Angel. That's how you're supposed to be. You got to protect yourself out here. So that's what we learned about Cassie. She's a female Diddy. She's threatening people. She's a sexual deviant. Cameron Fields, salute, queen. She's threatening people. She's a sexual deviant. And I hope homie sues her for a lot of what she got. And we found out during the case that Diddy's a freak that likes baby oil. So what? was flying out women and men for these freak offs. Now what? Salute, Hope. Stay on your grind. So now what we got? I'll tell you. We got one big cluster F. Because while we was distracted with Diddy, they tried to make us forget about the Epstein list. They distracted us with a black villain, ladies and gentlemen. A black villain. But we back now. Is Diddy gonna get away scot-free? No, he'll get some time. But he's gonna get it back. He learned a valuable lesson. He was feeling himself. But he's gonna get it back. He's gonna come out and he could do an album. That album's gonna do crazy. Any album or appearance he does is gonna do crazy numbers. You remember when Mike Tyson did on that one-man show tour? He could definitely do that about his life now. All the way up to prison with Cassie. He could do a world tour. What really happened? Diddy at Carnegie Hall. Diddy at Radio City. Diddy at the Garden, at the Barclays, the Staples Center. Diddy, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. He could talk about the Tupac and Biggie stuff, the Suge Knight stuff, and all the way up to when he met Cassie and was blasting her, and the freak offs and all this other stuff. And he will make $1 billion doing a world tour for 24 months. He ain't got to do not one dance, not one album. He could come back, and then after that, he could do an album. And yes, there'll be rappers that'll jump on the tracks with him. Yes. He'll make millions and millions. And where will Cassie be? With her husband. Yo, Jeff, you're crazy. So Diddy's going to be fine. Is he perfect? No. Oh, yeah, Shelton. Yeah. Tony Busby. Ambulance chaser. Oh, I know about that, Shelton. I know about that. I met that dude and I didn't know who he was until he left. My cousin knew him. And I met him in the 90s. I ain't know who he was at all until we got all the way back to the house and they said his name. And I was like, why do I know that name? He's like, yo, he's holding down Harlem. Like, I was like, oh, what? That was him? I was like, oh, no. That's not cool. Y'all know that nigga? Damn. Word up, share this video, y'all. Like the video and share the video. So they did Diddy the worst that they could do. And it got so bad that they fired the damn prosecutor. Y'all heard about that? They fired her ass. Maureen Comey. Let me read a little bit of this. Jeffrey Epstein, prosecutor who was abruptly fired by the Justice Department as President Donald Trump comes under pressure to release files on Epstein, suggested Thursday that she was being targeted by a tyrant. Now, let me stop right there for a minute. Y'all voted for this guy. Now, we're not asking, we the people, we as the American people, we're not asking him to do something that he didn't say he was already going to do. Didn't he say that he was going to release the Epstein list? Did he not say that? Didn't he say that? He said that, right? Am I wrong on that, y'all? Am I wrong on that? Let me know. Did he not say he was going to release the list? When it was all about the Clintons and everything, did he not say, I'm going to release the list? I'm going to let you know who shot John F. Kennedy? I'm like, oh, okay. Could have swore he said that. Well, it's another lie about 47, right? 45/47, right? He just racking them up, right? And then got so pissed. Wait, hey, why are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Effective immediately. No more Epstein. No more Epstein. There's no list. Motherfucker, absolutely. I can't believe I can believe that he said that. Y'all gonna let him get away with this? Hey, man, I'm just watching. I ain't vote for him. I'm just watching. Y'all gonna let this dude get away with it? Oh, fine, man. Let's see something, because Ticket, my brother Ticket TV, go subscribe to our brother Ticket TV. He said something about Donald Trump accused of the unthinkable with Jeffrey Epstein, and somebody said something about I don't know if it was Ticket. Somebody said something about Donald Trump having some health issues. Well, nothing surprises me at this point. You know the old saying, God don't like ugly. And this dude, right? God's working fast on all spectrums. He's working fast. He's working real fast, isn't he? And this fool lied about a list. And now he's saying, yo, shut up. He's basically saying, shut up. Let's not talk about this anymore. That's what he's saying. Let's not. I'm like, all right. Listen, man, I wasn't on that damn island. We know there's a list. And we know the dude that ran the island hung himself allegedly in prison. The corrections officers, were they arrested for not doing their job? We don't know. Hope they're okay. Because they didn't just abandon their posts. Somebody, like I said, I keep saying, it's like the movies. Somebody walked in and said, yo, leave. Mansa Musa, my brother, salute. Yo, get out of here. Go home for the night. Next day, they're like, yo, that dude hung himself? Yo, that was my post. Say nothing. You're going to stay home. You're going to take a suspension for 6 months, and you're going to get paid. Shut up. Don't say anything, because we'll know. Your phones are tapped. Yeah, Shelton, he said it was a Democratic hoax. Right, but there's no list. But that's your man's. You think this dude never went to that damn island, man? Let me explain something to you. Do y'all remember how Donald Trump talked about his daughter? I'm not even going to play it. I said, y'all should play that tonight. I am not, bro, because that was some creepy stuff. Do y'all remember that? When he was asked about his daughter and the way he spoke about her, I was like, what is going on in that house? I absolutely believe what was going on that. Yes, that's what he said, y'all. That's what he said. I was like, you know what, man? You know what, man? That's your mans in them. That's your mans in them. Okay? But MAGA, though, right? Y'all go ahead. You want to talk about morals and principles? When Epstein had a bunch of Democrats on his island and Clintons on there, he promised the American people that list was going to come out. Now he don't want to talk about it. Now he's looking at us like, hey, why are you still talking about this guy? Because that's your man's, and he did something wrong, and he allegedly killed himself, and we want to know who was on that island. It could be your favorite actor, your favorite musician, but I don't know about y'all, but I was insanely grossed out when I found out what R. Kelly was doing. Now, true, that dude had demons and he needed help because he was SA'd when he was a child by women older than him. But with that being said, I saw the video. It was a little blurry, but it was definitely him. And that was Sparkle, the R&B singer. That was her niece, Stormy, in the building. And that girl didn't even have bush. I'll just say that. She didn't even have bush. It was visibly a child. And I said, no, hell no. No. And he did. And it was on a VHS tape, and I couldn't watch anymore. I literally, I was watching it with my cousins and a couple of his friends, a couple of my friends. We was like, because the tape was a mixtape of him just slamming chicks. I'm like, that can't be. That chick look grown. That chick look grown. That chick look grown. And another thing I noticed, he was sleeping with these girls with no protection. I'm like, these chicks are grown. The very last chick, he gonna say it wasn't him. Y'all remember BET's version of MTV Cribs? You remember his log cabin with the jacuzzi? He gonna say it wasn't him. He slept with that chick in that log cabin with the damn jacuzzi in it. Feel me? Absolutely it was him. And once we saw it, we was laughing at first when he was with the grown women. We was like, man, they lying on this dude. What, one of those grown looking chicks was what, 17 or 16? Nope. That last clip, we was like, what's this? And he put the camera on that girl. We was like, uh-oh. And we went from laughing and eating food to everyone just stopped. And we were like, oh, well, maybe he's not gonna, uh-oh. And then once things got going, they stop. It just offset the whole night. And I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know how y'all feel, but ever since I saw that, I haven't listened to a R. Kelly song. When you go to black events, when that song comes on, now what would you do if the DJ, when he plays that stepping music, and I can step. I don't step to his music. I don't. 12 Play was a classic, bro. If you was in the mix when 12 Play, I was in the mix when 12 Play came out, you put that CD on and put it on loop. Seems like you're ready. And if you listen to the goddamn titles of the songs, his behavior makes sense. It seems like you're ready. At first, I'm thinking like, all right, he's talking about a chick and she ain't ready for this meanest penis. No. Now I'm thinking, hey, man, was he talking about a 16-year-old, a 15? Nope, I can't shake it. I threw the CD away. No, I didn't throw it away. I gave it. I brought it to somebody's house and I just left it there. I can't listen to that guy anymore. I can't. He's a creep. Period, man. They want to romanticize his marriage with Aaliyah. Man, that girl was 16 years old. So what Epstein had going on? Yeah, my mind's telling me no, my body's telling me yes. Had to rethink everything he ever wrote. You remind me of a Jeep. I'm like, whoa, sisters is vehicles now? Everything was like wrong. I just didn't deal with it. Seems like you're ready. You don't go, man. Yeah, I'd say go sit down. He is sitting down. Dude was a PDF file, period. Now, was he treated fairly in a trial? Look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all seen I ain't talk about it, right? Well, there it is. She was 15. I can't, bro. I can't and I won't. jerk. Yeah, Hulk, he lucky. And I ain't checking for him. I'm not. And they got him, and they tried to get Diddy. But okay. Jimmy Boxer, salute. And now, what happened to this Epstein list? And now when they started asking Donald Trump, what did he say? There is no list. There's no list. Why are we still talking about him? That's your man. What you mean? You were talking about him. When he was building Hillary's friend and but here's the funny part. When him and Elon Musk that did the Yeek Heil sign right in front of the world for us to see, he ain't the first one to do that. What did he say? He had a little spat with Donald. When he was leaving, he said, yeah, by the way, he's on that list he talking about. I was like, oh. And now he don't want to talk about the list? Where there's smoke, there's fire, bro. That man deleted himself, and Elon said he's on the list, and now there's no list? Yeah, I want the list. Mike Lewis, salute. He says E40 dissed R. Kelly on one of his songs because of that Aaliyah situation. Yeah. And when Aaliyah came out, I really wasn't like paying attention. Quan, what up? I really wasn't paying attention. And then people started talking. And then it came out. I was like, wait, she was like 15, 16 when she married. And I asked what's natural. Her parents, because I think she had both parents in her life. What is this? If y'all think for 2 seconds, especially you single moms, they don't smut out their daughters. Y'all remember I did the show about the woman, her daughter was supposed to be auditioning for R. Kelly, like a video or something. And in the text, she's saying, girl, well, you should be dressing younger. You know he liked those young girls. This was her mother. Yeah, Mansa Musa. Keith Sweat had some, bro. When these dudes gonna make songs like, I want a old bitch. Man, bring back the blues, man. I know they got some young brothers doing the blues nowadays. That's some great stuff. Bring that back. More of that. That's my roots right there. I want a old bitch. She don't front about sucking the dick. She treat me right, cook me food, make my plate, and the bitch not rude. I need an old bitch. Come on now. My roots in the South. Don't fuck with me. I need me an old bitch. No despair, salt and pepper in her hair. The 90s, I was crunk. I need an asthma pump. Give me an old bitch. God damn it, need an old bitch. Where my guitar? Fuck around. Yo, that Fat Joe line was out of control. But wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Bruh. And I hear a song and I just don't pay attention until you someone will point it out and you go back and listen to it. You're like, yo, hold on. What did he say? Hold on, I'm gonna play the line for you right now. Hold on, listen. We in the Bronx don't claim that nigga. Listen to this.
throat. Waited till I touched the cat. Told her she gon' have to work, she gon' get ahead. And she drove me berserk when she gave me some head.
Okay. Y'all heard that? Yeah, Bionic Prince, I'm really gonna make that into a song. I gotta find some brothers that can really sing. I just be in here fucking around. People be like, yo, you can sing. Yeah, probably. Y'all heard what Joe said? Y'all heard that? P, listen again. Listen to this. Because I know this song, but I just never like paid attention to it. Listen.
Was only 16, I had to nurture that. Give her some growth, waited till I touched the cat. Told her she gon' have to work, but she gon' get ahead. And she drove me berserk when she gave me some head.
Bruh. I was like, excuse me? Thank you, Mike Lewis. You remember that song Aaliyah wrote? And I think R. Kelly, he may have wrote that for her. Age ain't nothing but a number. And these little fast-ass chicks don't help. But once you, bro, nah. Nope. We simply called it jailbait when we was coming up. One bus line I was driving, I would pass a Catholic school, right? And these girls are bigger nowadays. Let's just say that. I don't know. It's in the food. These chicks are tall and everything else. And it's summertime and I'm in uniform. I'll just say that. But we were polos in the summer. And whatever, man. Y'all know how I look. And this fucking baby, because that's what she was, come up and she's just talking. So, whatever, I'm just driving. It's like, yeah, it's crowded in here. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah. So I'm just driving and she talking. Get to the train station. All the kids start getting off the bus. Shorty looks at me and she like legit shot her shot. I'm saying, take down my line. You got social media? Just take down my line. I looked at her, I said, what? Yo, take down my line, take my gram. Yo, hit me up. I was like, what the fuck? I said, get off my bus. I still had on my COVID mask and everything. I said, I screamed at her, get off my bus. What's wrong with you? She is a child. Take down my number. What's your social media? Hit my line. Shut up. Oh, I was mad. When I got to the end of the line, I took the bus out of service. I went into the swing room. They're like, yo, what happened? They're thinking, sometimes someone will get under your skin, curse at you on the bus or whatever. I was like, yo, what happened? I told them, yo, this little fucking girl, coming out that damn school, all of those chicks, well, not all of them, they hiking their skirts up because it get nice outside. Hiking their skirts up way above the knee. Some of them got fishnets on. I'm like, hey, you left the house with fishnets on? When they getting out, now they unbuttoning the button, now the little boobs that they've grown. And they literally out here looking like streetwalkers. Oh, yo, hit my line. What? Oh, I was mad, bro. I was like, yo, come on, man. Dispatch was like, all right, just chill for a minute. I was like, yo, bro, I'm like mad at that. The fuck? She really did that. And here's the fucked up part. She didn't see anything wrong. And I'm gonna take it back even further. Now, I don't know if this was cap when I was coming up, but I do remember being in junior high school. The chicks, well, I wouldn't say they were sexually aggressive. I will say that they talked a lot of shit. And they would say a lot of shit that they said they were doing. But whoever they were doing it with, their boyfriend ain't go to our school with us. Who's your man? Oh, you don't know him. Okay, well, where's he at? Oh, he's in the high school. So you in junior high school, you dating a high school student. Now, I ain't think much of it back then. Now you in high school, same chicks. The ones that didn't deal with anyone in high school. Oh, where your man at? Oh, well, he in college. So let me get this straight. We're in 10th grade, 11th grade. Your man's in college now. Then when I get to college, I just replayed all of this in my mind. I said, let me see. When I got to high school, I didn't know anybody in my circle that was dating a chick that was in junior high school, because by the time we got to high school, we were pretty much grown. And 9th grade, 10th grade, you don't look at no goddamn 8th grader or 7th grader, because that's a big jump. You're hitting puberty, in the middle of puberty, and they're just going through it. So I'm like, man, there was no way we was in 5th grade and Bone Quisha was dating some nigga in high school. She got to be lying, and if she was, that was a dirty dude. Now, in high school, you might have had a chick that was dating a dude. She was a junior, and he was a senior, so he goes off to college first. But then by the time I got to college, I was like, yo, especially if dude went away, he ain't go to no community college. He went away. Do you think he's keeping his penis in his pants for yo dumbass or that kitty cat up there in college? Hell no. So I'm like, man, these chicks are delusional or they're lying. Fuck out of here. Ridiculous, ain't it? But look, the whole point tonight is to show y'all how America, and I agree when the general said this, I agree 100%, America needs a black villain. And America was completely distracted. The world was completely distracted by this Diddy situation. Well, now it's over. He's not gonna, all you niggas that are off code, oh yeah, he's gonna go away for a long time, man. You know, I mean, he had, and I heard he got little girls in it. No. Everything you accusing Diddy of, Epstein was doing. And now he's gone, but there's a list of people that were participating in his schmuckery. I want the list. Donald Trump led his campaign. One of the things he led with was that damn list. When there was a Democrat on that list, allegedly, oh, Hillary's going down and you know Bill Clinton's a freak. Well, let's see the list. Now there's no list. Now number 47 wants us to shut the hell up about it. Nah, man, where's the list? And by the way, I think Elon Musk was being petty, but he was telling the truth. By the way, world. By the way, your president's on that damn list. Now, I'm not sure exactly what they fell out about. You hear some things, but for them to have a falling out like this, something else. For Elon to be talking crazy like that, you know, he wasn't on the list. But Elon knows everyone that was there. And one of them was our president. So what we need to do as a collective is say, hey, man, no. FBI, get on your game. I don't care what he said. This guy Epstein was trafficking girls and all kinds of stuff. There's probably chicks missing that he had everything to do with. Where's the list? Mess around. That'll be the thing that'll get him impeached and removed. Of all things. It's like Al Capone. Of all the things that he was supposed to go to prison for, you know, murder and racketeering and this, that, and the third. Of all things, they say, hey, man, it's going to be hard with that murder case and the racketeering and, you know, But you know he didn't pay his taxes in forever? We can get him for tax evasion. And that's what they got him with. And of all things, when he went to prison, do y'all know what he died of? He wasn't stabbed. He wasn't shot. No one poisoned his food. The motherfucker had an STD and was scared to take penicillin by way of the needle. Louis Hatton, salute. So he basically killed himself. Let me get this straight. I think he had what he had, gonorrhea or something? He caught something. Now, whether he was getting visits from his chick or he was banging booties and what was going on. I heard he died from an STD. If I'm wrong on that, y'all let me know. But the story was he died in prison because he was scared of needles. And what he had was solvable. I heard it was an STD. I don't know. Of all things, he didn't get shot in the street or stabbed or poisoned in prison. No. 704 Joe says you're right. Hey, man, it was syphilis. It wasn't gonorrhea, it was syphilis. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? You take a needle and with some penicillin, and he'd have lived. He'd have lived. But he's scared of needles. Of all things. Well, they put charges on Donald Trump, felony stuff. He has a mugshot, still got into that White House and pardoned himself. Imagine if we'd have led with this, hey, you know what? Trump, just go find that list. We want to see who's on that list. Be looking in all the wrong places, man. Jeffrey Epstein was his boy. So are we done with the Diddy thing? I am. I was never on it. But the bits and pieces of the case I kept hearing, I was telling my boys, we was like, yo, man, these people are coming at Diddy or whatever. Look, man, he gonna walk. I just kept saying it. He gonna walk. Thomas, what up, brother? I kept saying he gonna walk. He's gonna walk. He's gonna walk. You know, he's gonna get some time, but all the nigglets, these dudes was just, he got girls that look baby girls. I heard there's video of him with children, and I'm like, man, shut up. Don't put that Epstein coat on him. Some of these niggas was like, who's Jeffrey Epstein? Oh, you don't know? You know Diddy. You don't know anything about no Epstein. Figures, man. Figures. Well, now you know. But I wanted to get back to this prosecutor. She said she was being targeted by a tyrant. If a career prosecutor can be fired without reason, fear may seep into the decisions of those who remain. The prosecutor, Maureen Comey, wrote in a farewell note to staff in the Manhattan U.S. District Attorney's Office. No, I'm sorry, the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office. Do not let that happen. Fear is a tool of a tyrant wielded to suppress independent thought. Instead of fear, let this moment fuel the fire that already burns in the hearts of this place, she wrote in a note, a fire of righteous indignation at abuses of power, of commitment to seek justice for victims. Blah, 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 blah. Bitch, you tried to indict and lock up Diddy and throw away the key. Everything you hit him with was bullshit. And the other thing that this damn thing did, you chicks that like to brag about getting flown out or whatever, I hope you understand this Diddy case just ruined shit for you. From now on, when you are in a city and you meet a athlete, a football player, a baseball player, those you chicks that don't discriminate, a hockey player, y'all don't even watch hockey. If you come across that blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 6'4" big white guy with missing fronts, like who he played for? The Winnipeg who? Shh. He's worth how much? Yeah, I'm on that. You need to understand, you need to have at least 5 stacks in your goddamn bank account. Why, Drew? Well, let me tell you. You need to have that because when you contact him, like, yeah, I'm feeling you. But you got to get your own plane ticket out your own bank account. I'm not going to Cash App you, PayPal you. I'm not going to Venmo you. I'm not going to Zelle you. Do you know why? They're going to ask me, why did I send that to you? So you're not broke and you like me, right? So take your non-broke ass to Spirit, to doom. Get on the plane and come to me. You book your own hotel room. You rent your own car. You get your own flight. And we meet in a mutual place. And that's it. I will come on my phone, and if we decide this gets to banging, you will say on that video in front of witnesses and everything else, I, Fukisha Johnson, agree to get my buns peeled back by Jean-Luc St. Pierre of the Winnipeg Jets. I authorize this ass whooping by this $1 million white boy, this French Canadian. But you have to agree to all of that. That's it. And then I'll take you shopping while you're up here. Well, why can't you pay for everything? You know why? Because once you leave state lines, you come across straight lines, they're going to hit me for trafficking. Jonathan, what up? They're going to hit me for trafficking. So I just can't do it anymore. So all this Diddy case did was shine a light on that. Can't do that. Once you say, hey, man, I flew her out. You did what? You paid for her to come out, and then you bought her lunch and everything. That's prostitution. So now they're telling you, if you like a chick and you want to be like, you want to display some hospitality, you want to fly out and just show her a good time for the weekend and send her back home. There are women that have that experience. Hey, he paid for my plane ticket. I flew out, put me up in a hotel. We hung out. We slept together. I went home. Now, this case ruined it. They're locking brothers up for that now. You see? There you go. You've ruined it. So deal with it. Jerks. So now what you crumb snatching, nappy-headed hookers gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Didn't Diddy scream that at the end of his song? It's all messed up now. What you gonna do now? Yep. So that issue's over. Flying out's over. Yo, Diddy got a room full of baby oil. Is that illegal? That's all I was asking. Is that illegal? No, but I'm saying that's some freak shit. Okay. He's living a life in abundance like how you wish he could. Like how you wish you could. Because if your dumbass was invited to a Diddy party, you'd go. You would go. Type of niggas that are shit on everything that they can't do. Man, I ain't trying to travel outside the country. That shit whack. Dude, you haven't even been across the George Washington Bridge. What you talking about? Why you always grumpy? Why you always cutting down people that are doing shit in life? Man, shut up. Man, I won't go to that party. Why? There's going to be too many women there. Huh? No, listen, he don't want to go to the party because there's $75 at the door. That's why he don't want to go. Don't listen to him. He's a miserable piece of crap. So they got you your proper distractions with a black villain. But now that's over. Can we get the list now? Come on, Donald. Let me get that list. We'll see who's on it. I believe Elon said he's on the list. Messy, messy, messy. And Elon don't care. He's like, man, the FBI ain't gonna touch me. I can afford security. I can afford mercenaries. What you mean? My brother I-Rock in the building, salute. I can afford my own security. What you finna do? Nothing. I'll take my white ass to South Africa. There you go. Yeek Heil on your ass. Now what? You deal with this Epstein shit. You did. He done put it out there. I want the list. Never forget. And they distracted y'all monkeys with a black villain. Well, that's over now. So let's get back to business. Give me the list. I want the list. You jerks. You know what happened? When Elon and Trump fell out, it was Lex Luthor versus the Joker. And both of them are criminally insane. Criminally insane. She ain't fooling me. Fuck out of here. Well, I just want to share this with y'all real quick, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my Patreon. I'm going to put up my all the songs on my gym list. I mean, it's going to be a multi-part because I listen to different music on different days. Feel me? Like this video and share it. Salute to everybody. The Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. I'll be back to talk some boxing in the AM. And y'all make sure y'all just take it gently. Give us the list. I'll catch you on the rebound.
The Painful Excellence Podcast.